Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I hope everyone is doing well. So, messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? What are they going through? Thank you so much. 3 cards for the collective. Okay, we got the 5 of Cups. Clarify the 5 of Cups for the collective. The 3 of Cups. The Judgment and the Chariot. Some of you guys could be wanting a fresh start with something, or to start from scratch or start over with something. You could be craving a fresh start or a clean slate to start something new. There's this need for celebration or need for fun. You could be craving fun or being bored or just feeling out of place where you are, wanting to travel or get away, a vacation, or even just taking a weekend to go somewhere and clear your head. You have a lot of things that you could be upset about or sad about. You could feel as if you want to party or have good times, just escape something from your life, some kind of judgment that's going on, or a judgment that you're facing. Clarify this energy for the collective. Thank you so much. Okay, you're feeling left out or in lack. There's so much that you want to do, but you don't know where to start, or maybe you don't know what to do or what project to start on. You could have a lot of different things going on, but you're not satisfied with the way that something's going. And it feels as if you're implementing changes or doing different things, but it's still not satisfying you. You still feel left out or left out of some kind of fun or good time with this 3 of Cups. You could be watching other people or seeing other people have something that you want. It just feels like you're upset about something. Whoever this is resonating for, you're upset about something, but you're trying to put on a brave face and act as if everything is okay. Some of you guys could be feeling really lonely, or maybe you don't have a lot of people to talk to. You don't have friends, or you don't have people in your life who you feel as if support you. So you rely on your spiritual team, but it still gets very lonely. You can feel very solo, like you're the only passenger in a car, or a car. I meant to say a car. Why is the collective... Oh, the Wheel of Fortune just flipped out. Why is the collective feeling upset and sad? Thank you so much. Okay. So for some of you guys, you're upset because you want to build a family or a partnership. You could be wanting an Emperor, someone to be in love with the Emperor and the Lovers here. You could be waiting for some kind of divine masculine, or you could be a masculine waiting for a divine feminine. You want to establish yourself in a family. You no longer want to be doing things alone. You want to be able to make choices in love and to have inspiration when it comes to love, have someone to rely on, have immense passion and intimacy with someone. You want to build a family, but I feel as if you haven't found the right person maybe, or you haven't found someone that you could make this family with. For some of you guys, you could have been single for a while, a couple of years, maybe even celibate, and that's why the Ace of Wands is coming out here. I feel as if you're ready to have a passionate new beginning with another person. But with this 3 of Cups, it could be hard for you to find because you feel as if a lot of people just want to have fun and they don't really want to establish a foundation and make a family and create a legacy. The way this woman is looking up here, I feel as if a lot of you guys are praying to God to send you love. But with this 10 of Pentacles here, what's confusing me is you want love, but it's a 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups didn't come up. Maybe it will, but I feel as if you want success through love, possibly wanting to marry someone who's wealthy. No judgments here, but some of you guys are looking for someone who has money. Maybe you have money and you want to meld money together, but you're definitely looking for a specific type of love, which could be why this Judgment card is here. There could be something that you're not seeing or something that you're not realizing. For some of you guys, you could want to get pregnant or want to have kids. I am picking up on a feminine energy here, though, who is looking for this, like, Emperor and 10 of Pentacles, who is looking for someone who is wealthy. There's this feeling of a white horse, like someone coming in on a white horse and maybe saving you from some debt or saving you from your problems or helping you through something. Someone here wants to be saved by some kind of divine counterpart or a soulmate or someone to come in and save them with love, save them from their situation that they're in. Can we get some more for the collective? Yeah, you want someone that you can be in love with and build with. There's just something off here, collective. And I won't lie to you, it feels off with your intentions. Or maybe your intentions, you feel as if they're in the right place. But there's this expectation of love, but it has to come with money. It has to come with success. And there's this feeling, it's okay to want someone who's successful or who has a lot of money, but for some of you guys, with this 5 of Pentacles, you don't have a lot of money, if any money. And that's where this savior thing is coming in, where you want someone to kind of come in and save you from this 5 of Pentacles. You're in a 10 of Pentacles and you're in love, but it's not an equal exchange. All you have to offer is love, but you're expecting someone to offer you love and protection and money, which could work in some cases. I'm not saying that that wouldn't work, but what do you really want here, collective? Do you want love or do you just want money? And it's okay to want someone with money, but there's something here that you can't just expect someone to come in and swoop in with all the cash to save you from your debt or some kind of financial burden that you're having. And not expect that that person might want something in return. I don't know. There's something here about being mindful of the kind of spouse or person that you're trying to manifest into your life. I don't know if you guys know about the statistics, but rich, wealthy men get cheated on the most. Because sometimes people who only have a lot of money and that's all they have to offer, it doesn't suffice when it comes to love. You know, money can't make someone feel loved. And you could be wanting to manifest and bringing in this wealthy Emperor, 10 of Pentacles, you know what I mean? Someone who maybe would save you from your finances, but would they love you? Because with this Queen of Cups here, you want to be loved. But you also want to be saved from some kind of financial burden. And I feel this waiting energy, you waiting for someone to come along and fall in love with you and then write you a check. And maybe it might happen for some of you. I'm not saying that it won't, but it's kind of I'm hearing a silly bet. There's something here that you need to work on with your finances and with your stability. You're expecting the divine to bring everything to your door without having to make any movements. And that's why the Chariot is here, because the divine, they need you to make movement. If this is what you really want, you need to start working and saving yourself from debt or saving yourself from financial burden. This is almost giving me the feeling that if I had someone in a relationship, it would fix everything, which isn't true. Having a partner is absolutely amazing. It's amazing to have a support system, but your partner isn't supposed to save you. Your partner isn't supposed to, for example, if you have mental illness or you're struggling with mental illness, a partner coming in isn't going to fix that. And it shouldn't be their job to. They can support you, they can help you and be there for you, but there's still you would still have to work on your own mental illness or go to therapy or figure things out on your own. You can't put that on someone else. You want so badly to be saved, but are you saving yourself? Are you making mindful choices? Are you saving money? You could have the opposite of a scarcity mindset where you're spending money because you're like, oh, it's okay, my white horse knight is going to come and he'll have the money, and it's okay if I'm broke or if I don't have anything to my name. Your path is your path, and someone else coming in on it, it can be an asset as support, but at the end of the day, we have to save ourselves. Love is so important and partnership is so important, but you're putting way too much responsibility on a partner that's not even in your life yet. And I fear that it could manifest someone who does nothing more than gives you money and not love and not support, not a partnership. Clarify this energy for the collective. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. There is a message here, collective, for you to truly assess yourself and ask yourself, am I a good investment? If a wealthy man or woman came to me in the pursuit of love, would you be a good investment? If you were that wealthy person and you met yourself, would you invest in yourself? That's the question that you need to ask yourself here, because I don't want to be rude in the way that I say this, but you guys have some stuff to work on, especially with your finances. I feel as if you've made some silly financial choices, and we all have, okay? We all have been like, you know what? I really need to get that thing that's going to be awesome, and then you get it and you never use it and it sits in the closet for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Until you end up selling it. Really establish yourself. This Queen of Pentacles, this divine needs you to establish yourself before you try to jump into someone who is already established. Because I would hate for you to manifest what you're looking for, but once you manifest it, you not being ready for it. And it's also the idea of you wanting to have a wealthy partner, but if you yourself have no money or a lot of financial burdens, how are you going to ever be in a space to meet someone who has that type of wealth? I don't feel like you're in a position where you're manifesting exactly what you desire, because there's no equal give and take with it. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles. There's no even exchange universally with that. Clarify this for the collective. Yeah, you're creating an illusion with yourself, and you're struggling with this illusion, which is why you're crying over spilled milk. Someone like you should be trying to manifest a partner that you can build that wealth with, not them just come in and have it already. Because building something together with someone is a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful process. I've been in a relationship with someone for almost 12 years now. I believe it'll be 12 years this year. And we are miles from where we started. And it's such a beautiful process to see what we've built for ourselves and what we're continuing to build with each other. And we were evenly matched when we met. He had a little more money than me, but he wasn't like rich or, there was this opportunity for us to build that wealth together. And I'm not wealthy. That's not what I'm saying. It's almost as if you need to be in a place where your partner, there's this equalness. They don't have to make exactly what you make or anything like that, but There's something beautiful about building with someone as opposed to someone just coming in, building that world for you or building a world around you. Don't create this illusion of I don't know, just trying to attract wealth instead of trying to attract someone who can be an amazing partner for you. The best partners are the people where you guys can help inspire each other to do the things that you want to do or the dreams that you want to get through, or, you know, to build off of each other's energy and use that as an inspiration. Don't be so focused on numbers. Be focused on how you can be someone that is dependable for somebody else. How you could be someone who could help someone else, or to, you know what I mean? The Queen of Pentacles, you could be a King of Pentacles too, whoever you are, no matter the gender. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very humble and giving. And she built that coin on her own. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to build from the ground up with someone. If you meet someone who's in a similar spot as you, don't look down on them because they're not exactly what you manifested for yourself or wanted in terms of wealth. No one's coming to save you. And I mean that with so much love. You have to build for yourself. And I know people hate hearing this, but the person that you're most likely meant to be with, you're going to find them when you're not looking for love, when you're not manifesting love, when you're not even, you know what I mean, trying to find that. When I found my partner, I was so over love. I was like, it's a scam. It's made by the government. It's not, you know what I mean? And boom, it fell in my lap. Sometimes you have to get in an energy where you don't really care about finding someone to love. And that's when love shows up at your door. So maybe instead of manifesting love, instead of manifesting someone who can save you from your problems, manifest what you want to become better for yourself. You know? And it's a hard message, but no one's coming to save you, collective. You might meet some beautiful people or some great people who can, you know, give you some insight, but at the end of the day, you have to save yourself and you have to be responsible and accountable for your own life and what you're going to go and do moving forward. Clarify this for me? Clarify this? Thank you so much. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, yeah. I really feel as if whoever this resonates for, this is not what you're gonna want to hear, but you need to rest in your independence, because that's actually what's gonna make you wealthy. Not waiting for someone to come in who already built and established themselves already, because you're not evenly matched with someone like that. You need to be in your Emperor energy instead of waiting for an Emperor. And this Eight of Swords, you're being very blindfolded to this truth. Clarify this energy. And this is why, you know what I mean? It's putting you in a waiting energy, waiting for love, waiting for this to happen. You don't need to wait for love. You just need to focus on yourself and build yourself. Love is everywhere. Love is all around you. And you have to find a way to be content in what you have, even if you have nothing, and be content on the path you're on. And move forward with intentions for you and who you want to be. All the things you write down that you want in a partner, do you have those qualities yourself? If you don't match with what you're trying to manifest, it's not going to come in for you, because it's not an equal exchange. If you want love, you can't manifest a price tag attached to that. I hope that makes sense. The Queen of Cups is twice. I feel like some of you guys have gotten intuitive hits about this, or to kind of slow down on your expectations of love. Clarify this. And that doesn't mean lower your standards, okay? I'm not saying to lower your standards, but you have to be realistic, okay? You need to be realistic. Judgment in reverse. You could be even judging people who don't have a lot because they don't have a certain kind of money, and that could be someone who could really love you more than anyone who would have a lot of money. And then you could build with that person. Okay? Yeah, the King of Wands in reverse. This is kind of funny. Some of you guys are looking for an emperor or an empress, but your true love is where you are right now. They could even be manifesting out of their means. It's almost as if it's never going to be what you think. Trust me. How many times do you hear love stories where people are like, I would have never thought to date someone like this, or I never would have thought to, was never the person I imagined myself being with, and now I'm totally in love. You get the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck again. Let yourself be wowed by what the universe can bring you. Because it's never in a package you expect, but it's always exactly what you need. It reminds me of, when celebrities or people get all this fame and wealth, and then 10 years in, they are having a lot of mental health issues and being like, none of you guys want to be famous. Don't ever do this. I wish I never signed that contract. I wish I never did that, because you can manifest lessons instead of blessings sometimes. And I feel as if you keep in this momentum of just wanting someone wealthy to come in and save you from your problems, you might end up manifesting a jerk. You know what I mean? An absolute jerk who wouldn't support you or build with you if they wanted to. We're going to get into some advice. We're going to get into another tarot deck and just get one card to summarize the entire reading. So can we get a card to summarize this reading for the collective? One card. Thank you so much. One card to summarize this reading. Okay, I've got the King of Swords. Wow. There's something here about needing to be more logical or more thorough with your research about something, to come at something with a more intellectual approach or a logistic approach. For some of you guys, you're being a little bit too Disney princess movie about your love story. And there's a realism that needs to come in with it, and for you to realize what real love is, to learn about how couples or married couples really are outside of this, chick flick or, what they try to portray. This is a feeling of, oh, I really want someone so that I can have someone finally on a Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day is just a corporate holiday to make you eat candy. If you're only being nice and buying flowers for your spouse on Valentine's Day, in my opinion, you're a very shitty spouse. Do you understand what I mean? It's this idea of start trying to manifest real partnership, not just this movie style running through the airport. I've loved you all along. It's very Hollywood. There's something about being realistic with the King of Swords here. And that realism not having to make you feel like, oh, whatever. That's true partnership. There's a lot of love and a lot of romance in it, but there's also more than that. It's not about just having someone to cuddle and kiss at night. It's about melding two energies and building something together. And move in unison with another energy. Okay? Don't project all these movie Hollywood fantasies onto your love, because I promise you, if you watch most of those love stories and love movies, in real life, they would be pretty toxic relationships, okay? Clarify this energy for the collective. Can we get one card for an ending message that they need? Thank you so much. We got fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love and happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Exactly. You could be very sad or upset about this, and expecting to find happiness once this comes. I can only be happy once this comes. You need to be happy now. You need to choose to be happy now. All those things you fear, or those demons you're trying to put away for later because, someone's coming or this is coming, you can't just push them away. You have to conquer those fears, decide to be happy, and then that frequency of happiness comes toward you. I know this is the spiritual community and we like to be, hoo hoo ha ha, it's all gonna come and, it just pops up magically. Most of the time, it does not. And most of the time, miracles they come in with a matched frequency of you having to conquer some kind of fear. And for you guys, that fear could be being alone. If you've never lived alone or you've never just had your own apartment, that could be a step that you need to take before you have a partnership. Because there's a lot that you learn about yourself in actual solitude, not with a roommate, not with someone living with you. You know what I mean? Some of you guys fear being alone. But you being alone is what's going to show the universe or have the universe bring someone else in for you. I hope you understand that there's something about conquering this fear of you being alone. Once you start getting used to the idea of being alone, that's when love is going to show up at your door. I promise you, that's always how it happens, okay? Rarely when we're looking for love do we find it. And it's always when we're looking specifically for love when we end up running into jerks. Or running into people that love bomb us or who aren't serious with our time and our efforts. This is going to be a rough message for someone, but somebody needs to hear this, okay? Can you get a card for the collective to end this message? Thank you so much. Hibiscus. Beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. There's something about really, like I said here, finding happiness and beauty and joy in the moments that you have alone. And finding the beauty in life by yourself, not waiting for someone to come in for you to be happy, for you to find beauty. For you to be in that energy. You're preserving your energy for a time you don't even know when it's going to come. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You need to be in that frequency already. And you could be like, what do you mean? Like, how am I supposed to? You need to be content with being alone. Even if you want love, you need to learn how to be content with being alone. Before I met my partner, I was ready to be alone for the rest of my life. I was like, I'm done. And I was young. I was just checked. I was done, okay? I experienced my one little heartbreak and I was like, this sucks. I don't ever want to do this again. And then love found me. And it was pure and it was exactly what I needed, even though I had sworn it off. You have to find peace within yourself and peace within being alone. Because we have all these cards and stuff, but nobody really knows what the future holds. But we can decide to be happy with our situation now, even if it's not where we want to be, okay? Be happy now. Happiness came up twice. You have a lot that you can be happy about now. You don't need to wait for somebody else to come in for you to finally be happy. Like, I'll just wait. In 5 or 2 years, I'll be happy when they come. It's like, you need to be happy now. Clarify this energy for the collective. One card. One card. We got consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. If you guys watch podcasts or you watch stuff with dating advice, make sure you're getting dating advice from people who are actually in relationships or have been in long-term relationships. Stop taking advice from people who are single or can't even, keep a girl or a guy for longer than a few months. You need to be logical about this situation. This could even be going to therapy and talking about your relationship fears or what you want and getting someone from the outside to give you a realism about your situation. You can go to therapy and talk about, why you think you're having a hard time finding a mate or what you're looking for in a mate. And a therapist can bounce off something realistic for you that can put you in the right mindset of what you're trying to bring in. For some of you guys, maybe you do need to make a few therapeutic strides before you actually get into a relationship that you want. There's something about being very 3D about this And that might sound the opposite of what you've been doing. Like, no, I need to be in the 5D. I need to be manifesting. I need to be doing this and writing down intentions and affirmations. You need to establish yourself in the 3D. Your feelings, everything. You know, even getting, some of you guys, you need to get financial advice from an expert. If you want a wealthy spouse, you need to become a wealthy spouse, okay? If you, what you want is what you need to become. Okay, so consult an expert about that. Talk to someone who could give you real advice, not just people, you know, online that have podcasts that just talk the same talking points and exaggerate it with no numbers. You need to be talking to people who have been married, who are still married, who have, you know, a traditionalism if that's what you want, or talk to women who have dated wealthy men. You know what I mean? If you are feminine, and see how their stories go. It's never, you know, what you think. Can we get a card to tap into the collective sexual energy? Thank you so much. We got the 8 of Chalices, the 8 of Cups. For some of you guys, be careful of people that you write off because they don't tick all your boxes. Because if you're being honest with yourself, you're not going to tick every box of someone that you're going to be with. Do you understand what I mean? For some of you guys, you could be walking away from someone who could give you real love because they're not in a place that you expect your love to be in. Be grounded when it comes to love. You need to be grounded. And there's something here too about you being a bit standoffish or preserving your energy to the point where someone can't even come in if they tried. You're very ready to tick off the things you don't like about a person as opposed to finding the things you could like about them. It's like you want love, but I feel as if even if the divine sent you true love right now, you would walk away from it because it's not what you think, or it's not this wealthy partner. It's not what you see yourself having. This is almost a feeling of someone craving intimacy, but then the divine sends you someone to be intimate with, and it's not, and you're like, no. And do you know what I mean? You're cutting yourself off from certain energies that could be a love frequency, but it's not the frequency that you have been manifesting and writing in your journal. So it's not what you want. You have to be a little bit more open and realistic. Okay? We get one card for the collective. One more card. Thank you so much. One card to end this reading. Thank you so much. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, some of you guys know that you're being a little bit rigid when it comes to how your love has to come and who it has to be and what they have to look like, and they have to have this colored hair and this kind of car and this kind of house, and they already have to have a house, you know. You'd be surprised who the partner that God wants you to end up being with, who that actually ends up being. A lot of times we end up falling deeply in love with someone that we would least expect. Someone who could be on a completely different path than who we ever thought or visioned ourselves being with. So don't close your door from opportunities of real love just because they aren't wrapped in what you expect for yourself. Because at the end of the day, God and the divine, they know what's best for us, even if we can't see it. And that is your reading for today, guys, and I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.